Hey Falcon, it's Coach 2 right here. Voila. On this episode of Distance Learning with me, we're going to go over chapter 9.1.1, in which you will learn how to find the volume of a rectangular prism, which is a three-dimensional shape. So in area, you were working with 2D shapes. This time you will be working with 3D shapes. I think it's pretty self-guided. I think you guys can do this on your own. You might need a little bit of an imagination to help you out. It asks for 3D cubes or like little cubes, the linking cubes that you used to have as or used in elementary school. If you don't have any, there is a website that you can use, but you still have to use your imagination because it's not the same as, when you have it in your hand. So let's go ahead and get started.
All right, let's go ahead and start by reading the chapter intro together. Again, I am the black, you guys are the blue. You are more than welcome to read along with me, or otherwise I will read it all for you. Chapter 9.1.1. How much does it hold? Volume of a rectangular prism. If an object has length but no width and no height, it is described as being one dimension. A length is an example of a one-dimensional object. If an object has length and width but no height, it is said to have two dimensions. So this is area, something you guys have been working with for a while. A figure drawn on paper, such as a rectangle, is two-dimensional. Most objects in the world have length, width, and height, and they are of 3 dimensions. In this section, you will consider measurements related to 3-dimensional objects, which is finding the volume. All right, first problem is 9-1. Carly and Stella are studying to be architects. They have been asked to design an office building. They have come up with 5 possible floor plans. They have yet decided how many stories or floors high they want to make each building, but they would like all of the buildings to hold a similar number of offices. So for part A, it says use cubes to build a model of the first floor of each building. We don't have cubes. This is really your time to use your imagination, or you need to use your imagination to make this problem work. If each floor takes up 1 cubic unit, how many offices will fit on this floor? So we're going to use the first floor plan as our example. So if you look at the first floor, there are. So first floor. 4. Pretty easy so far, right? Equals 10 offices. Part B, your teacher will assign your team 1 building to examine further. For this building, build the second floor. How many offices would fit in this building if it was 2-story high? So you may pick one building. You may pick any of these except for number 1, because I will be using that as an example. To 10 offices. We need 2 floors. 10 offices, 20 offices. All right, moving on to part C. It now says at a third floor. At a third floor, to your. So if you look at it, the third floor would equal to 30 offices. So again, think about how you can get that answer. Let's move on to part D. It says how many offices would be in the building if there were 9 floors high. How can you figure this out without building it? So in the last 2 problems, I kept asking you telling you there's 2 ways to solve it. So you could have kept adding by 10. Or we can find a faster way to do it, which is 3 times 10, which equals to 30. Using that same idea, you want to find the 9th floor the same way. So on the 9th floor, there will be 90 offices in total.
So I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Don't forget to subscribe somewhere below. Stay tuned for another episode of Distance Learning with Coach 2. See you soon.